BYU football already has its postseason plan set. The Cougars will play December 27th in the Fight Hunger Bowl in San Francisco. For the seniors, this Saturday is a big day because it's the last time they'll suit up and take the field at LaVell Edwards Stadium. That includes Mike Hague, a sixth-year senior out of Brighton High School in Salt Lake City, and we welcome Mike to True Blue.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Let's go back to Saturday. How was that?
It was a big physical team that we went out to Madison and played, and didn't end up the way we wanted it to end up, but I mean, it was a fun game, fun setting. Obviously, we want to be able to win that one, but it was a good football game. So.
At what point, and we were there on the sidelines with you, at what point did you go, you know what, these guys are too big, too strong, certainly for us to come back from a 17-point deficit?
Yeah, I don't think I don't think those thoughts ever go through our mind. I mean, as a football player and a competitor, I don't think I ever thought these guys are too big. They just controlled the game. They were really good game managers, and we just wanted to climb back as fast as we could. We wanted to hold the offense, and I know the offense wanted to score, so 17 points was too much to come back from. As
broadcasters, not in uniform, we think those thoughts. Hey, those guys are too big. It seemed like you blitzed on every play and could only get to the quarterback one time just because there was so much to get through.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely had a good game plan. We had a good game plan coming in as well. They just executed theirs better than ours. But you're right, we didn't get enough pressure on the quarterback, and yeah, we did blitz a lot. They just kept converting third downs, and they kept managing the game, just like I said. That's what they wanted to do.
All right, so Idaho State this week, then back to Notre Dame, where you can take some of those lessons learned in Madison and go back and beat the Irish. But let's talk about Saturday. You have been running out of that BYU locker room since George W. Bush was in the White House in 2006. Saturday will be the last time. What will that mean to you?
It's going to mean a lot. I remember last year talking with Coach Mendenhall about coming back another year. He asked me to come back, and I didn't know if I wanted to do the senior stuff because I didn't know if my year was going to be even granted to me. So I can't describe or explain what it's going to be like. It's definitely going to be a surreal experience and exciting to get out there one more time on LaVell Edwards Stadium.
Here are some of your moments, and they're sprinkled in between almost a decade.
Yeah.
When we think about 2006, and a big sack here against Houston. Think about 2006 to where we sit now in 2013. This run, you were much younger back here as you go 87 yards during your freshman season. You take the end zone there. Are you thinking you're off to a whole different career?
Oh, for sure, absolutely. I mean, even after my freshman year, Coach Reynolds and I had a bunch of talks about, I wasn't sure about a mission. Actually, even after our bowl game, I wasn't 100% convinced about a mission, and I wanted to come back and run with Fui that next year because I felt like I'd kind of established myself as that next back. And then the mission happened. I went to Tennessee. I gained a bunch of weight, came back, and it's been a roller coaster ever since. So
on the roller coaster, there's been a number of injuries. Let's run them down.
Yeah. So 2009. Against Tulane, I had a high ankle sprain, which you don't usually hear about those needing to be surgically fixed, but I did need to have it surgically fixed. And then I was healthy for 2 years and kind of just started establishing myself in roles, moved to defense, because that's what I was originally recruited in high school as. And then last year tore my calf against Boise State, and that was another bad injury, season ender. And then just some off-season injuries now this year that I'm just coming back into my own and feeling like 100%. So
surgery just a few weeks before the season.
Yeah,
right?
About a month before the season started. So I mean, Utah was supposed to be my first week back, and that was my first week of practice. So.
Well, do you think when you're 65 and all those joints are aching that you're going to go, hey, I'm glad I really stuck it out for all that time?
65 or 50? I think
50.
I think I've kind of sped it up a little bit just because I've played so many years. So yeah, it's gonna. My body's sore right now. So
let's reflect on your defense and chance to play under Bronco Mendenhall and his style. What has that been like? It looks like it's a lot of fun.
It's a ton of fun. I mean, it's a culture that I think it's hard for us to all get in a room and describe what it's like. Even when he says, "What's it like to play defense here?" You have a hard time putting it into words. I just know that every one of those guys I love going out with every day and putting my heart on the line and my body on the line, and there's a reason why I came back so quickly, and I wanted one more year. not even knowing what my true role was going to be. And especially with the injuries that I had, the coaches didn't even know what my role was going to be. But playing defense with Coach Mendenhall, the cool thing about it is he teaches you how to be a good football player, and then he teaches you how to be a good man too. And he's taught me life lessons that I wouldn't have learned otherwise.
We'll be watching you when number 32 comes running out of that locker room with the crowd going nuts for one final time in Provo on Saturday. Thank you, Mike.
I appreciate that. Thanks.